Oh, I've got my double gin and tonic ready for this one as we go ahead and we head into Milwaukee to go ahead and face Bogdanovich and the new look Bucks. The problem is that Bogdanovich has an injury with a bruised heel, and Giannis Antetokounmpo has a torn ACL, so this should actually be good for us as we won't have to deal with a full power Milwaukee Bucks team. Now, in the meantime, I've also been trying to figure out this 2018 draft class and looking at the top 10 prospects that I at least want to bring in and take a look at. But the bigger news is the 2019 class that I've been trying to take a look at as well. Austin Drew has officially signed with Arizona, no longer a verbal commit. The big man from Germany, Lukas Keller, has decided to sign to UCLA. And along with him signing to UCLA, Joey Claxton, no longer going to Arizona, so we won't see the deadly combination of the two guards together. Instead, Joey Claxton wanted to play with a scoring big man and got his wish when Lukas Keller signed with UCLA. So he will be headed out to Bruins territory, and he and Austin Drew, that should be a fun matchup and a rivalry out there for the games they'll play with each other in the Pac-12. Now, as we look at the draft class of 2018 in the mock drafts, one of the things I thought was interesting was that an Italian shooting guard, Ernesto Sacchetti, was all the way number 1 on NBA.com's list, but even worse, Derek Patterson absolutely falling down on these draft boards. And if that's true, I may be taking a look and trying to see if we can grab him all the way down to 21 and 40. I don't know if that has anything to do with the poor performance that Kentucky has had thus far, the game that they had against UCLA, although I put a lot more of that on Jamel Reese than I do on Patterson. But into Milwaukee we went to go ahead and take on the Bucks. Tip off as things got underway. Scored 2-0, and the Bucks get rolling here with 2 points of their own. Galloway making the bucket there. And then off the screen, here come the Nets. Malcolm Brogdon back here in Bucks territory to try to pick up a W, and missing the 3 there. Galloway passing inside. Got Monroe. Watch the footwork there as he goes ahead and spins around, takes a fadeaway jumper. Didn't think that would go, but Monroe gets it. 4-2 later on in the first. Monroe again working down low, spinning, trying to drive inside, and gets that one up and in as he lays it up. 6-2 Bucks. Bucks trying to pull away here. Monroe on the drive, half spin to the basket, slams it home. So Nets struggling early on here. McDermott would get us back into this one. Used to be out there in the Central Division playing for the Bulls, but now with the Nets, gets a 3 there. Later on, still down 5. Brogdon, welcome back to Milwaukee, my friend, as he lays that one up. Still up by 3 are the Bucks as Galloway misses the layup there. Noel kicking it out to McDermott. McDermott pull up 2-pointer, had his foot on the line, but brings the lead closer and only down 1. Later on, though, in the second quarter, Nets finally up 4. Here's a dish inside to Lopez as he lays that one up. Pushes that lead up to 6, and then later on, Nets up 8. Fadeaway jumper there, no good. Noel with the rebound. Nets pushing it up the floor. Courtney Lee dishing it out. Malcolm Brogdon. Gonna size up here on Monroe. And then finally go ahead and pull up that shot. No good though. Lopez rebound. Brogdon gonna drive. A little dish there to Lopez. The president getting his assists and kicks here in Milwaukee to put the Nets up by 10. Now a double-digit lead then. Now watch Courtney Lee on the spin move there and get into the basket. The foul as well as he gets that one to go. Impressive move there by Courtney Lee. He's been a great acquisition for us as he comes back to Brooklyn. Nets up 8 later on. Rebound there as Patrick comes up the floor, dishing it out to the side. Look at Miles Bridges getting to the basket. That's way better attacking. That's the sort of offense that we've been waiting to see from him, and driving ability we wanted to see from him as well. But watch this here. Bam on the rebound, and Miles Bridges trying to go 360, getting a little too fancy here. Could have just gone for the easy one and gotten the and 1, but he went to the line to go shoot 2. He would make his 2, but impressive 360 there nonetheless. Here's Jabari Parker missing there on his shot. Nets up 11. Courtney Lee with the rebound, dishing it to Brogdon. Brogdon alley-oop to Nerlens Noel. Puts a huge punctuation on that one, twirling around, one-handing it, and then out in three-point land. Courtney Lee all alone as Brogdon took all the attention. Nets up by 16. Brogdon still working. Three-pointer by McDermott. Gets the lucky roll. Nets go up by 21 at that point. And it was pretty much all set and done here. Look at Bam go ahead and slam that one in. Rookie-to-rookie connection there with Miles Bridges giving the pass. And then John Holland. A little behind the back crossover, step back, shot, doesn't go, but Bam gets rebound. Bam back down. Bam, a little step through on a shot there. Got the man to go up, and then he lays that one up and in. Been really impressed by Bam. Here's John Holland forcing a layup there, but gets it to go. And then John Holland pulling up. Jumper doesn't go, but McCullough gets the rebound and one, gets it to go. Nets win this one huge, 106-83, as we come out of Milwaukee winners and the third win of the year. So hopefully looking to do a lot better than we did last year. Nerlens Noel, player of the game. Quiet night scoring with 7 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. But he was an absolute weapon on the defensive end, getting a lot of blocks and staying active on the boards. And we've loved the acquisition and the energy that we've gotten from Noel this year. Absolutely phenomenal game by him. Greg Monroe, a star for the Bucks. 21 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, as well as Langston Galloway putting up 12 points of his own. Jabari Parker, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and a block. And then on the Nets side of things, of course, our leader, Doug McDermott, 20 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal in substitution, or at least in replacing right now Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, as he's still recuperating from injury. Brook Lopez also brought in 18 points. Miles Bridges, a 15-point game for the rookie, 5 rebounds. Hopefully we can continue to see that production from him as we head on back home to face the Bucks again in a doubleheader. So back to Brooklyn we go, and here come the trade rumors, and something that a lot of Nets fans have been bringing up, to go ahead and trade Brook Lopez. That's not the sort of trade we want to make, though. A trade for 2020 is way too far out, and we're not interested in bringing in another point guard at this time. I think we're fine already with Brogdon and having Jason Terry as the backup. Unfortunately, we did lose our game to the Bucks as they came home and whooped us. Jabari Parker leading the way with 26 points, a lot more active in that game than he was at home. And then we took on the Atlanta Hawks, losing that one close. Only a four-point loss there, 90-86. Iguodala having the big game, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Brook Lopez, a double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. But we would get Rondae Hollis-Jefferson back after we played the Pelicans on the road. Buddy Hield going off on that one, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Surprisingly quiet game from Davis in that one, but Lopez again shining in this one, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, but a huge blowout, 112-82. That's not what we want to see. So back home we come to play the Charlotte Hornets. The 4-5 Hornets, who went and made a lot of offseason moves, or tried to make a lot of trades, including their rookie Marquez Bolden. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, welcome back, and what a way to come back. First possession, Hollis-Jefferson goes ahead and drives and gets that one in for 2. 2-0 Brooklyn, but here came the problem. Rudy Gay going off early thus far with a 3-pointer there. Next Hornets possession, Kemba Walker dishing it out to Gay, driving on Hollis-Jefferson, fadeaway jumper from the paint. Somehow hangs and hits that one. Nets go down 5-2. Next possession, as they steal it, Marquez Bolden driving, laying it up and in. Kilpatrick, the foul there as Bolden goes strong to the basket and makes that one to go up 7-2. Rudy Gay misses that jumper, but watch here. Nerlens Noel getting it to Kilpatrick to go free, and then the hard foul. Now, Kilpatrick did not foul him like that, and Bolden just absolutely, look at him here, just kind of carelessly slinging him the other direction to the floor. It was a flagrant one, and then Kilpatrick would go to the line. Later on, Nets go up by 2 there with John Holland making the bucket. And then look at Holland getting the steal here as he drives up the floor, slamming it home, one hand, left-handed, as Holland gets this Nets team energized. Nets up by 5 later on in the second quarter. Missed there. Bam, rebound, bam, slam. Been loving his production on the boards and the way that he just puts it back up and in whenever He gets the board. Brogdon from three-point land there. Nets up by 5 later on. Look at Kemba Walker with the moves to get by, but it gets stolen. And Bridges driving, taking all the contact, laying that one up, putting the Nets up by 7 and 1. He'll go to the line, and he would make his free throw as well. Kilpatrick here working. Look at the spin move to the basket, laying that one up and in over Marquez Bolden. 8-point lead for the Nets. Nets up by 6 later on. Under a minute to go here. Watch John Holland move. A pump fake there and decides to just kick it out to Nerlens Noel. Holland still gets the rebound and puts that one up and one. He goes ahead and chest bumps Nerlens Noel as he went to the line. Holland's energy off the bench has been amazing. Later on in the third, look at Hollis Jefferson making the move to the basket, dishing it off to Brogdon as Brogdon laid that one up. Nets pulling away here, even though it's a low-scoring game, 49-38. But watch Rudy Gay here, continuing his offensive spree as he brings that lead down back within 1. And then lazy defense here. Bam not watching the inside and not protecting the lane there. Hornets down by 7. Three-pointer here by Roberson to bring that lead down to 5. So now the Nets have to respond. Good pass there by Holland to go ahead and find Chris McCullough as he dunks that one home. Nets up by 4. Bad pass there, but Adebayo finds Holland, and Holland puts that one up. Another and one opportunity. Holland would make the free throw. Later on, 64-58. Watch Nerlens Noel posting up down low. Watch him work. Spin around. Oh, look at that step through to go ahead and get that basket. Nets up 8 as they try to regain or try to take back this lead and push it to double digits. Hollis Jefferson would miss that jumper, however. And then again, bad job protecting the lane in transition. Leads to a Marquez Bolden dunk there. Hornets only down 6. Back down 8. Bolden working inside. Rookie showing a lot of promise and working very hard in this game. He would have a double-digit point game here. And then later on, up by 5. Batum trying to size up Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson trying to stay on him. A little step back there, three-pointer. And he brings the Nets lead down to 2. Later on, Nets up 4. A bad pass here goes awry as Roberson comes down the floor, kicking it out to Young. Young trying to get past Brogdon, can't do so. And they reset. Roberson out to Zeller, back out to Young, wide open 3, bam. With Kemba Walker in waiting, the Hornets would tie this game back up. 4 minutes to go. Here's Nerlens Noel. Look at that pass inside to Hollis Jefferson. The bench getting hyped as Hollis Jefferson would go ahead and regain the lead. But here, tie ball game. Here's Kemba Walker trying to work. Marquez Bolden finally taking the lead for the Hornets here as they go up by 2. Later on, Hornets up 1. Roberson trying to drive. Kick out, Kemba Walker. Three-pointer goes, 77-73 with under 3 minutes to go. So, can the Nets come back in this one? Kemba Walker missing the inside post shot there. Good defense as Kilpatrick comes up the floor the other way. Inside, Hollis Jefferson hanging, hitting, and gets it and one. He would go to the line to shoot a free throw and make it. Nets still down 3 here, though. Lopez working inside. Brogdon lays that one up. No foul call there as the Nets fans are on their feet, only down 1. Here's Kemba Walker driving and 1 despite the contact and the attempted block there. He would go to the line. Walker misses the free throw. It rims out. Nets only down 3, 81-78 as Kilpatrick drives up the floor trying to set up the play. Kilpatrick getting the pick here from Nerlens Noel. Driving, pass inside. Noel slams it home and is fouled by Marquez Bolden. And he would go to, or Marquez Bolden, and go to the line. He would make his free throw. Nets tie this game up. Watch Kilpatrick there on defense as he tipped the pass away. Roberson would immediately try to 3 as they saw they had the advantage, but miss. So here comes Brogdon back up the floor. Looking to size up here. Waiting for the pick from Nerlens. He'd get it. Pass inside. Nerlens Double team there, kicks it back out to Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick driving, can't get anything here. Inside to Noel, and he slams that home. One hand, another clutch bucket for Nerlens. Puts the Nets up by 2 with under 10 seconds to go here. Kemba Walker getting the pick. Fadeaway jumper from about 32 doesn't go. The Nets hang in there, come away with the win for their 4th win of the year. Nets 83-81. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in his return, big game for him. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, an all-around great performance by him on offense and on defense. And the Nets pull out a big, much-needed victory. Again, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson leading the way. He also had 2 steals and 2 blocks, only 1 turnover. Would like to see a little bit more efficiency, though. 7 of 21 shooting. John Holland, the second leading scorer there in only 11 minutes, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was very active. Nerlens Noel, 12 points, 18 rebounds, a big double-double for him. Rudy Gay leading the way in scoring for the Hornets, 21 points, 4 rebounds, only 1 turnover. And Marcus Bolden, 12 points, 12 rebounds, and a double-double for his team. 3 steals in that one for him. But the 9 of 26 shooting for Rudy Gay, the big difference there, as they only were able to put up 81 points. So, a 4-7 record is what we're looking at right now, and we still have a few games left. Let's see if we can be better than we were last November. So we still haven't faced anybody in our division yet. The Sixers are on top 5 for 5-5 as we're 4-7, and this is an important game because the Sixers have the Lakers pick, and they are currently 3-10. So this should be an interesting game as we go up against a interesting Lakers team. D'Angelo Russell, Josh Jackson, the rookie coming in, and Brandon Ingram as well. First possession for the Lakers. Look at that give and go there. Ingram getting inside and slamming it home to start off the game. Interesting combination of yellow and white on the floor here, as D'Angelo Russell sizes up Brogdon, lays that one up and in, showing the speed and the huge advantage that he would have on Brogdon in this one. Look here, gets the pick from Mozgov, a little step outside, 3-pointer goes, 7-2 Lakers. Nets trying to rally here, bad pass. Here comes Ingram on the break, trying to drive. Little skip pass inside, Josh Jackson, the rookie from Kansas, laying that one up and in. 9-2 Lakers. Later on, 11-3 Lakers. Look at that pass inside. Timofey Mozgov laying that one up and in. Nets needed a big timeout there, 13-3 the score at that point. Nets will come back up in this one, 17-11 though, but Josh Jackson inside laying that one up and in to go ahead and try to expand this lead. Later on in the second, Lou Williams with a 28-20 lead for the Lakers, pass inside. Look at that, Brandon Ingram driving to the basket as he scores and pushes the lead to 10. D'Angelo Russell here, look at him just glide past Brogdon and then go the other way to lay that one up and in past Brook Lopez. Not a good game for the Nets here. Later on in the third, Nets down 22. This is one of the few highlights we had in this game. Kilpatrick on the break here, dunking this one home past Josh Jackson. The Lakers were too much for us in this one. 3-pointer, Brandon Ingram. 65-42. This game never got anywhere for the Nets. It didn't get any good whatsoever. Ingram here, crossover, gets past Hollis-Jefferson, and hits the 2 there from the baseline. 97-77 later on in the fourth. Look at Mozgov slamming home with 2 hands. This was pretty brutal. I did not enjoy any part of this. Russell out in the corner to Ingram, 3-pointer, fadeaway, no problem. 106-89. Look at the empty seats here in the Barclays Center as fans cleared out immediately in the fourth. 106-91 the final. The score looks a lot closer than what this game actually was. A 31-point performance by D'Angelo Russell, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He was an absolute star and an offensive, I guess, splashdown against the Nets here. Brandon Ingram also did well. So did Josh Jackson, the rookie. And this kind of shows that the Lakers will definitely be a force in the years to come. Sean Kilpatrick led the way for us, 21 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Hollis-Jefferson had a good game here as well, 19 points, 5 rebounds and an assist, but statistically, this Nets team looked completely empty. Then you look on the other end of things. D'Angelo Russell, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, or 6 assists, 2 steals. Then he had Ingram, 2 blocks, a steal, 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists as well. And then Josh Jackson, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. So absolutely all over the floor. The 3 young stars out there in LA looking really good. And as we finished out the month, no more wins. 4-11. Losing to the Orlando Magic 103-83, a 20-point loss there. Evan Fournier leading the way there for the Magic with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Big game there by Vucevic, though. Don't forget him, 10 points, 17 boards. The Grizzlies then beat us only by 1 point, 85-84, in a huge fourth quarter for them. Sean Kilpatrick with only 15 points in that one. But Marc Gasol leading the way. 20 points, 12 rebounds, a huge double-double there and a block. Mike Conley also playing a big game there. 18 points and 8 assists. So, into the month of December we come. Time to watch some college games, see some Euro ball as well, and see if we can do a lot better, because we're in the same place that we were last year right now.